Katsucon 2015, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Katsucon was an anime convention held from February 13th through 15th, 2015 at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, Maryland. I was a panelist at the convention, so some of my experiences will be coming from that background. For The Good, the panelist registration experience for the most part was relatively smooth. We got our badges very quickly, and most of the panel rooms were set up correctly. There was one room that was not ready for us, but the panel was flexible and it didn't cause an issue. The dealer's room, again, was very good. It's a very large dealer's room. There was a lot of stuff for everyone to buy, including they had comic book long boxes. That's odd for an Anime Con dealer's room. I ended up walking out of there with some green tea Kit Kats, a t-shirt, and some various other merch. I thought the Saturday content was quite strong for the convention. A lot of voice actor QAs. There was a lot of stuff to do, and I found it just really enjoyable that it was hard to plan my day out with so much going on. And that's a good thing. For the bad, registration was a disaster again this year. When you're waiting in line over 4 hours to pick up your badge and you've paid over $60, that means you're not enjoying the con. That means you're not spending money. That's a real problem, and after last year's disaster, you'd think they would have fixed the situation, but apparently not. Yes, a lot of people did save $15, but that's a long wait in the line, and this is starting to hurt Katsucon's reputation. For the ugly, what should have been better? I don't feel the pre-con guest announcements were as sharp as they could have been. There were guests I didn't know about till I saw AnimeCons.com updating. National Harbor has a problem. There's a real lack of budget food options unless you walk down to the Subway or the Potbelly. The Baja Fresh closed and now is being replaced by a more expensive location. So, you need to plan ahead, because I know food costs raised my bill for this con a lot. The Friday content could have been stronger. They need to take a few of those voice actor QAs that were on Saturday and move them to Friday, and it would have made the day a little easier. I know the one panel I attempted to attend, which was a voice actor QA, was full, so I didn't even get in there, and I barely attended any panels this day. The Gaylord policies are a little frustrating and confusing. It seems like MagFest has a simpler set of policies. Particularly, I'm going to mention two of them. One being the liquor policy. My friend had me haul his cooler in for him because we were busy trying to get unpacked. It got searched, and thankfully there was no alcohol in it. It was full of soda. Now, the liquor was elsewhere, which we walked right into the convention center with. That wasn't an issue. But, also, I went to the Dansu to Pantsu meetup on Saturday night. And by far I saw the enforcement of probably the stupidest policy ever. There was some sort of music playing regulation in part of the convention center hotel, which required the meetup to be stopped, and thankfully everybody worked together, and they were able to move it to a new location. But it seems like the enforcement of the policy was a little bit stupid, and it very much did disrupt the meetup. It just seems MagFest is having a much easier time than Katsucon working with the hotel. As far as I can tell, most people are drinking a lot at MagFest, and there's a lot of music. So it's somewhat confusing right now. The checkout time is also frustrating. Most other hotels' checkout is at 12. This one's at 11. I would prefer to see it at 12 just to ease the exit of everyone from the hotel. It causes less rush, less elevator jams, and it generally would be a smarter time. Katsucon 2015 overall showed almost no improvement. Now that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending how you look at it, but I don't think that's a good thing. At one point, I looked at my notes from last year and realized a lot of the same points were the same things I had this year. The cosplay was excellent. The cosplay was really good. It's a cosplay convention virtually. So you're going to see top-notch cosplay. It's rapidly evolving into the best cosplay event on the East Coast. I think the question we have to ask is it time to cannibalize the staff to run registration 24 hours starting Thursday? Should registration basically be open straight from 8 p.m. Thursday to 8 p.m. Friday? I think that's a serious question to ask at this point because these line issues need to stop. I'm going to give the convention a B-. It's the same score I gave it last year. Again, not much improvement. Was it a good time? Yeah, I had a good time. But really nothing changed. Thanks for watching.